For the last 24 months, I've made anywhere from 10 to 40K per month as a TikTok shop affiliate, and I've even coached dozens of students who have hit anywhere from 10 all the way up to $80,000 in a single month of commission on TikTok shop. And I can confidently say the biggest differentiator between someone who is making $500 a month, $5,000 a month, $50,000 a month, time and time again, is the products that you are picking. Not all products are created equal. And just because it's a good product does not mean it's a good opportunity. Because at the end of the day, you can have a perfect script, you can post 20 videos, but if it's on the worst product that TikTok is not going to give traction to, I don't care if you're the best affiliate in the world, you will not get sales because TikTok is not going to be pushing that video out because of the product that you picked was subpar. And that's why I've had many top students like Ashley, where she had multiple months last year making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And now even this year so far, she's had an $80,000 month, all because she's picking the correct products that put her in the best position to make the most amount of money as possible on TikTok shop as an actual affiliate. So I'm going to break down in this video, this is the most common question that I get. How do you actually find these winning products? How do I find products that can make you a substantial amount of money? Because the name of the game on TikTok shop is how do you find products that can potentially change your life? Products that you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. My biggest product last year, I made over $75,000 on. So how do you actually find these before they completely saturate? You're dealing with a substantial amount of competition, and how do you milk them for every single dollar that you can? So before we get into how do you actually find the products, you need to first understand what specifically are you looking for. There are certain criteria and things that you should be looking at just based on what the product is, not even the metrics that you're going to see on Kade or any of these other platforms. Because a lot of affiliates, they'll see, oh, this product has a bunch of sales, that must be good. But what you don't see is that that product is completely oversaturated. Yes, you can make some amount of money, but chances are it's probably not going to change your life. Or oftentimes you'll see affiliates, they'll see a product with low commission, and immediately their first thought without taking a deeper dive is going, oh, the commission's too low or the price is too low, and therefore I'm going to skip it. When in reality, that kind of product can potentially change your life if you hop on it early enough. Now, one of the biggest things that you will see time and time again from a lot of these products that are making a substantial amount of money, again, this is not always the case, but a lot of them, they have some sort of painful problem that they are solving. Because when people have a painful problem, they are willing to spend money and do something immediately to try to fix that painful problem that you are talking about and identifying in your videos. So it needs to be a decent commission rate, and more importantly, it needs to be something that you can fit in as a whole, right? So for example, nobody's going to believe me in my demographic and what I look like. You can't change who you are. You can't change what you look like. So it doesn't make sense for me to promote a product that talks about potentially hearing aids. Probably not. I'm probably not going to have a hearing problem. So again, my conversions are going to be substantially lower for products that I don't personally fit into. So you can't change what you look like. So you need to make sure that you're working with that in your TikTok shop videos and the kind of products that you're actually picking. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're physically using the product or not. If it's not believable with who you are, nobody's going to buy it. Or even if they do, your conversions are going to be substantially lower from somebody who actually does fit in that target demographic in the way that you are angling and marketing that specific product. Because at the end of the day, you can't change what you look like, and people are going to stereotype you, what you look like, who you are, and make assumptions about you before you even speak a word. And this is going to happen whether you like it or not, so you might as well lean into it. Okay, so now we are moving over to Kade because I'm going to show you some of the things that you should be looking for when you're trying to find a product. Now, yes, before somebody says it and thinks in their head, oh my gosh, do I have to pay for Kade? Yes. Yes, if you are going to do TikTok shop and you are not paying for Kade, I don't know what to tell you. In fact, if you're not willing to pay for Kade, don't even watch this video because it's just not going to be helpful. That is how important Kade is. I cannot emphasize enough how powerful this platform is. I would not have had the success. My students would not have had the success that they've had if we weren't using Kade. Kade is data and numbers and shows you all these different things. A lot of people have these misconceptions about Kade, and more specifically, surprisingly enough, this shocks me every single day. There's still a substantial amount of people who aren't even using this platform. So here are the basics around the platform and some rough metrics and guidelines that you should be looking for. So first of all, again, a lot of people get stuck up here at the top. You're going to see up here. Again, you want to go to the product category. We don't care about the shop. We don't care about the creator. Yes, you can look at the video and ad section just to get an idea of maybe some of the top videos that are doing well for inspiration, not the copy, right? So I've talked about this a lot before. So we're looking at some of these products here. And again, you can filter this down by different types of categories. So again, if you are a guy, there's not necessarily any point in you even looking at makeup products. So you might as well just focus on the things that you are specifically looking at. So that's my biggest recommendation for everybody. A lot of people, they'll just automatically look at every single category, but you're wasting your time looking at categories that might not even be relevant to you specifically. So The very first thing, I just want to show you a deep dive on exactly what these things are within Kade. So you click on a product, and again, stick with me, even if you know the basics of Kade. I'll get into the specifics of the metrics and all that stuff in a little bit here. But you can see right here, this teeth whitening strip, it's been on TikTok Shop for a while. It had a massive spike. It did, according to Kade, to roughly about $500,000 per day. Now, the biggest thing that you need to understand, and I hear this a lot, I get a lot of comments on TikTok talking about this, saying, oh, well, it's saying that this creator did, or, you know, this many dollars, and I know for a fact they did less than that. Or for example, you might see yourself and be like, oh, well, it's showing me that I did $5,000 in sales and I didn't sell, you know, even half of that. It doesn't matter. It's about the trend and the overall idea of the product as a whole. It's not the specific numbers. The exact specific numbers do not matter. You have to understand that Kade, the point of using Kade is trends. So for example, this product right here, as you can see, it's been on this platform for a while. So in total, it sold 200,000 units. Any of these products in the top 10, I won't touch with a 6-foot pole. Again, I'm not saying that you can't make money on them, but again, we're trying to find a product that can make us tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars at a time. And so while it can happen, yes, it's statistically less likely to happen. So again, what you should be doing is, I wouldn't even look at any of these top 10 products because they've done so much revenue. Now, there is a time and a place to eventually start to try to test some of these out. But again, if you're trying to hit your first 10, 20, 30, 40K month, whatever that may be, you need to give yourself the highest probability chance of success. And that is not by promoting these. Because again, if you look at, for example, this collagen peptide powder right here, it's sold over 337,000 units. If a product ever gets to 100,000 units sold on TikTok Shop, that's a lot. So then again, you look at here in basically the last 30 days, there have been 6,000 people that have promoted this, right? 6,000 people that have promoted this. So again, from TikTok's perspective, you've got this group of 6,000 people that have already made sales. Who do you think TikTok is more likely to push traffic out to this specific product? These top 10 creators who have already generated $200,000, or you who hasn't even made a video for this before? So who do you think TikTok is going to favor in terms of getting traffic? Because they already have all this built up momentum for that specific product. And that's one of the main things that you have to avoid. And I see so many people get caught in this trap of, oh, this is doing so well, let me just get a small piece of it. No, I want as much of the piece of the pie as I can get. And you're not going to be able to get as much of that piece of the pie on any of these products because they are so far done already. So again, you want to start to look for something that's slightly less saturated. And I'll get into the specifics of kind of what that looks like in a second here. But again, it's important to understand you can filter by all this stuff on the side with Kade specifically. And now another thing that you need to be looking for in terms of products on TikTok Shop is just use your brain. So for example, at the time of recording this video, we're in January. Does it really make sense to be promoting winter coats? So if you see a product that's a winter coat, again, use your brain as to the time of year that it is. Are people going to be using this? So for example, a lot of people, they got bit because they were promoting Christmas products and there's only so much longevity. So you got to almost time this. Again, I'm a big believer in going for products that are solving a problem and also are evergreen. They're going to be used and needed year round. Because again, those are the kind of products you want to have longevity with these products. The name of the game is you want to be able to promote a product for a long time. If you're promoting a product for a long time, that means you're going to make a substantial amount of money on it. And that's one of the most important things. So again, you also want to check the commission rate, make sure it's reasonable. Again, yes, you can technically promote a product with 5% commission. Why? Don't waste your time. Another little tip here is make sure you actually check TikTok. Do not rely on Kade for showing you the correct commission rate because oftentimes Kade is not 100% accurate. So always double check that. So realistically, again, we are looking for a product that can solve a problem, a painful problem. And now, again, I'm not saying that's the only products that you have to promote. But again, if you're trying to get the best bang for your buck and look for the best products, you should be getting something that's going to solve an actual problem. So again, all of these, they're way too much revenue. They've sold way too much. And so realistically, I wouldn't touch anything that's over 30, 40,000 units sold because again, I'm trying to take advantage of that product and make as much money as I possibly can on that specific product. So in this specific video, I'm going to show you two different examples of products. One example of a product that's horrible and I wouldn't touch with a 6-foot pole. And then another example of a product that's actually a good example. And you can probably take from this video, depending upon when this video comes up, you're going to be able to see how well it actually trended up or down. But anyways, I'm going to show you one good example and one bad example. But more importantly, not only that, when you find the product, what do you actually do with it? How do you actually start to plan all this stuff out? Because so many people, they just pick a product and they don't know anything about it and then you start making videos. So how do you actually take the data that Kade data is showing you, because that's one of the most important things. Kade data is just data and showing you what's working, showing you overall trends. So if you learn how to actually interpret that, that's going to allow you to make the most amount of money and actually take advantage of that one specific product. Because what a lot of people do is you pick this product, you go through all this work, you feel like, okay, this is the perfect product, and then you're going to go and make one video for it. Like, you just did all this work to find the perfect product, and you're telling me that you want to make one video, two videos, three videos. So how do I actually do that? How do I actually start to plan that out and actually make these videos once I figure out what specific product that I want to promote here? Now, I want to be 100% transparent here. Everything that I'm talking about in this free course around picking products 100% works. Like, this is the same thing that I've been doing for over 2 years now. It's the same thing every single one of my students are doing to actually help them pick products, get help in depth. How do you actually apply these metrics? But at the end of the day, even if you pick a good product, you have to actually know how to implement it. Because again, you can have the best opportunity in the world. It's a layup sitting right there in front of your face. If you don't know how to actually execute it and make the videos, it's meaningless. It's worthless. So you have to actually understand, okay, how do we actually structure these videos? How do we describe pain points? How do we pull these pain points out of other videos? And how do we apply that to our videos? That is the biggest money-making skill on TikTok Shop. So imagine if you had someone kind of like this process that I'm doing, like the very first coaching call that I do with every single person that I work with, the entire first 45 minutes is on product research. I have them go through the exact criteria that I talk about. What's the exact revenue specifics? What are the exact number of competition that I'm looking for? You know, what are the macro trends? How do we avoid an actual help? Imagine, you know, picking a bunch of products and be like, hey, Kate, what do you think of this? And I go through them, I rip them apart. I'm brutally honest with people. And that's one of the most important things, is getting that real-time feedback. Hey, you found these. Are these actually good? Because this is a steep learning curve when you're trying to learn Kade data. And if you have someone that's been staring at this platform for literally every single day for 2 years now, I feel like I wish I had an affiliate link for Kade because I'd make a whole bunch of money. But Kade is one of the most important things, but more specifically, actually getting help implementing and finding these products and getting feedback on that. Because the reality is, I've helped so many students avoid pitfalls that have costed me tens of thousands of dollars. And if you can avoid those pitfalls, that's what helps you save your learning curve on TikTok Shop, makes more money substantially quicker, because you're able to just in a snap of a second get an answer that helps you avoid months and months and months of things that you would have spun your reels on for no reason when the answer's already out there. But anyways, back to the research process. Okay, so here is a perfect example of a bad product. Now, there's a couple different reasons for this. There's a lot of different variables, and what you need to understand with product research, there's no such thing as a perfect product. Now, there's going to be a lot of products that I'm going to see like, oh my gosh, this is a home run, I have to promote this. But at the end of the day, you have to understand there's going to be different variables, and you have to almost kind of give it a grade. One thing that I do in my coaching program that I work with people when I'm helping them pick out products is like, I'll give them a grade, like, hey, like, yes, this is okay. I'd rate it like a B minus. If it's a B minus, I don't want to really spend my time with it. Could I make money on it? Yes, but would I rather be looking for something that's an A minus or an A opportunity? So that's kind of what this is right here. So for example, if we look at this product, obviously it's way too many sold. It's 230,000 units sold. Like, don't even waste your time. And not only that, another variable that I know nobody else talks about is, for example, this is just a recreation of the original O positive feminine balance capsules or whatever they may be. Those have been on this platform for basically 2 years now. So it's like you are making a second version. You're promoting a second version of this product. And as a result, there's only so many people who are interested in this specific concept. And something that I see nobody talk about with TikTok Shop is there is such a thing as saturation. So for example, you know, you had all these different supplements last year around cortisol. You don't really see cortisol anymore. So you have to understand what the macro trends are on TikTok Shop. So for example, when this first came to market, the first version from O positive, look up the Kade data chart if you haven't seen it. It did really well. It sold, I believe it sold over 1 million units. So now you're selling the second iteration of it. So the target market's already even smaller because all these people have already bought it, and you're now trying to convince them to maybe buy a second version of it. That's much more difficult to do. So work with the macro trends. And this is an example of something where the trend is completely past. Now, again, I know somebody's going to be watching this video and say, oh, well, I've made a couple $100 or maybe a couple $1,000. Cool. Again, it's about stacking the odds in your favor. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I've been able to be consistent. This is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of my students are able to hit consistent 10, 20, 30K months. It's because we're all about stacking the odds in our favor. Does this mean that you couldn't come on and start this product tomorrow and make a whole bunch of money? No, of course not. But it's all about stacking the odds in your favor, kind of like a casino. That's how I think of it. You want to stack the odds and the edge in your favor. So not only that, another reason I don't like is look at this Kade data chart. It's just super flat. You want to look for something that's starting to make more money, starting to rise up the ranks. This is already near the top. It's already doing $20,000 days. On TikTok Shop, just from context, if stuff is doing $20,000 days, it really can't go much higher than that. Now, you have some examples of Dr. Malaxin where they do crazy $100,000 plus days. That is not the norm. You should not be looking at a statistical anomaly as a reason to follow that, just hoping that this can maybe do 50K days. That is very, very unlikely to happen. And not only that, look Look at the competition here. There's so much competition. In the last 30 days, there's over 1,800 people. I don't know about you. I would rather compete against a bunch of videos and people that suck than a bunch of people who are already making money on it. There's 1,800 of them. I'm pretty good at TikTok Shop. I'm not that good. So at the end of the day, again, you have too much competition, and TikTok is already going to be leveraging this traffic and showing these videos of these people who are already making money. Because again, TikTok wants to make the most amount of money as possible. So do they really want to show your videos with no proven track record for this specific product, or do they want to show the videos of people who are already making a bunch of money? And if you see the unfair amount of money that's being made on TikTok Shop, it's because those people, myself, me, my students, other people, we understand that we are earning our spot on a product. And as a result, when we do, we will continue to get our traffic pushed, unlike some of these other people, and like a lot of you, potentially watching this video thinking, oh, let me compete against this video. I'm making the exact same video. Why am I not getting traction? We claimed our spot on that listing early, and if you don't claim your spot on that listing early enough, you're not going to get as much of the traffic, and even if you do, it is way less statistically likely. So this is a bad example of a product, and this is the kind of stuff where a lot of people get trapped in. It's completely oversaturated. It's been done so many times before. You have way too much competition. You're just stacking the odds against you and not with you. So now when we look at something like this is a much better product for a couple different reasons. Again, one, it's not completely oversaturated. There's only 20,000 units sold. And also, if you look at this chart right here, it looks good. It's starting to go up. There's proven demand. It's like, do you want to buy a stock when it's at the very top, or do you make money buying stocks when it's at its lower points on the rise up? It's the same exact thing with TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is a very momentum-based platform. Not only that, we need to think of macro trends. How are these trends on society as a whole? So debloating, Ascend Labs is kind of going into the whole, basically what's that trend where everyone's talking about basically debloating and losing, basically face fat, all that kind of stuff. Debloating is a big thing. And this is another take on it. And it looks like this one specifically is kind of more so targeted towards men specifically. So this is the kind of stuff that you should be looking at. And not only that, if you look at the chart here, there's not nearly as much competition. It's really only a couple of people. There's some really bad videos. A lot of it are the founder and some other things. There's some podcast clips. So there's substantially less competition. The chart's starting to go up. It's not completely oversaturated. It's decent commission, and it works with the macro trends. You need to be looking at the macro trends of what's happening on the internet as a whole, not just even TikTok Shop, outside of TikTok Shop. What are people leaning into? For example, you saw a couple months ago, there was a lot of electrolytes that started to do well because people were realizing how important electrolytes were, and that was just kind of a external macro trend as a whole. So this is the kind of stuff that you need to be looking at. This is a great example, and I'm sure I would bet money that this is going to continue to actually go up. So you can look from the time of this video to when I put this up, will it continue to actually keep moving forward? So now that you found the actual winning product that you think is going to, hopefully make you a bunch of money. Again, even for me, I'm going to make this abundantly clear. Even for me, I don't win every single product that I test. However, now my odds of testing a product and going viral have gone substantially higher. For me, usually it's every 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 products I will win. For you making this video, if you're kind of trying to do this from scratch, it might be more. So again, the most important part is you have to stick with this. Now, the pitfall that I see a lot of people making, like I kind of touched on earlier in this video, is you will pick a product, you'll do all this work, and then you'll make 1 video or 2 videos and go, oh, it just doesn't work. It's not going to go viral. It's not going to be me. Instead, me and all my students, what we were doing is we are relentlessly looking at the data. Even for me, I'll give you a real example. There was somebody that I was working with, and you hear me talk a lot about the 15 video rule. You should be making 15 videos in a row for one product to demand test it. You need to test different angles. And so this is a true story. So he was making a bunch of videos for this specific product, and the first 14 videos completely flopped. Like they got maybe 1 sale, and he was thinking about moving on. No joke, on the 15th video, it popped off, and he ended up making, I believe, anywhere from 5 to 10K on that one product. So it goes to show you're not going to get it right the first time, even for me. Now, again, over time, your ability to find the winning angles gets better and better, but especially when you are doing all this product research where you're trying to find the best product possible, it is best to test multiple different angles, read your data, read your analytics. I have a ton of other videos on this channel talking about how to read some of these analytics, but actually read some of these analytics, apply it, so that way, when you do test these products, you actually give them some breathing room. That's like, you're trying to run an e-commerce brand, you throw up one advertisement, and you're like, yeah, the product just doesn't work. That doesn't exist. More often than not, you need to blame yourself when you're doing this properly, because you're finding the right products. The only other variable is you and your videos. So put the work in. Just because you get low views initially doesn't mean it's a bad product. Just because it's not converting, always put the blame on yourself and your videos once you follow this process and know that you have a better product that gives you the highest probability chance of going viral. And this is one of the most important things that you can do to make money money consistently as a TikTok shop affiliate. So by following this exact system, this is exactly what you need to stop wasting time on products that were never going to go viral in the first place. I use this analogy a lot. I would rather be the worst affiliate in the world on the best opportunity product than the best affiliate in the world than the worst opportunity product. Every single time. And again, at the end of the day, you still need to know how to create actual good quality content. That comes first and foremost once you pick a good quality product following this kind of process. And so I cover that in depth. I literally spent basically over an hour going through how do you actually make the videos, an entire A to Z TikTok shop course. So I'll put the link on the video on the screen right now. I would go recommend watching that. If you have not watched that, it will be worth every second of your time. Put your phone down, put whatever slop you're going to watch next, go watch that video. It'll be worth it. I'll see you guys in the next video.